My mother left my sister and I when I was about 2 years old because of domestic violence with my father. Growing up, there was no contact from her. No happy birthdays, no just checking in, just silence. I remember seeing a picture of her once, and as a little girl wanting my mother, I asked my father about her. He kept it short, saying she just left because she wanted to. But I felt the anger and the frustration in his tone. Out of fear, I stopped asking about my mother. When my father went to prison, things didn't get easier for us. My ex-evil family members tormented me and my sister. My aunt laughed and said our mother left us because she didn't want us. She even boasted that she hated my father and was glad that he was locked up. Her words stung, but deep down, I felt torn about my parents. My father traumatized me by being in my life. My mother traumatized me by not being in my life. In high school, I finally reached out to my mom and her sister on Facebook. Her sister replied first, and when I asked her about my mom, she said she hadn't talked to her in a while. Disappointed, I told her that's okay. She didn't care about us anyway. But eventually, my mother did message me back. She gave me her number, and when my sister and I spoke to her, I was a bit standoffish, but I kept it casual. She said she prayed for us, that she was married to a pastor now, and we had a younger sister and brother. She asked us how we been, and I told her I was all right. But the truth is, I wasn't all right. I was dealing with child abuse, trauma, and family dysfunction. My mother stopped contacting us because of my father. She tried to send gifts, but when she asked my father if it was okay, he exploded in anger and cussed her out. Instead of cooperating for the sake of his children, he shut the door on any chance of us building a relationship with our mother. Out of fear for her safety, my mother said she couldn't reach out anymore. She told us she loved us and that we were going to be all right. I was very upset, but at the same time, I had already grown used to living without my mother. Years later, when my sister and I stayed in Crockett, I reached out to my mother again, mainly because our mentor encouraged me to. I didn't have high hopes, but I tried anyway. Another year passed, and she finally reached out and gave me her number again. We told her about our father's death, about being homeless, and how we cut ties with my father's family. She didn't seem shocked or hurt by any of it. Instead, she said she hated our father and had no remorse about his death. She even told us her family wasn't great either. Her mother abused her and her sister. What really struck me was that she was shocked that we didn't have kids yet, and we were actually doing well without her. My mother promised to stay in contact with us, but just like before, she didn't. Through discernment and God confirming my intuition, I realized something. My mother was my biggest hater. If we had kept her in our lives, she would have dragged us down just like my father. So we cut ties with her for good. All I ever wanted was a mother and father to love, nurture, and take care of me. Instead, I got parents who were selfish, neglectful, and only gave conditional love. Parents whose brokenness left me with wounds and trauma. Curses I had to break on my own. As a woman, I can completely understand why my mother left. I can even understand why she hated my father. But I can't respect her as a mother. She was wrong for completely abandoning her children. She was wrong for staying connected to our abusers. And she was dead wrong for hating on her daughters. I don't owe my mother anything. She was just a vessel God used to bring me and my sister into this world. God has been my mother and my father. He's the one who raised me, who healed me, who carried me through when my parents failed. And for that, I thank God for rescuing me. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned for the next part of my testimony series.